I'm Ken. This is Losing in 2025, and I want to welcome you to Coffee with Ken. Yes, this is a live stream, and I thought, I'd like a way to sort of talk about these live streams that sort of sets the tone and also gives a general idea of the length of the conversation. So I thought, coffee with Ken is a great idea because I love coffee, and every once in a while I like to sit down with a cup and have a conversation with a friend. And that's what I'd like to think of these as conversations with you. And it's an opportunity for me to just get on here and talk about what's on my mind, about what's going on in my weight loss journey, about plans that I have for the channel, topics I want to cover, things like that. And to really just to relax and talk. A lot of the topics I've covered lately have been a lot more scripted. I've had to sort of follow a specific outline because I was trying to convey a particular point. But one of the things that I've always enjoyed about this channel is the ability to just turn on the camera and talk. And I think moving forward, these live streams are going to be a way for me to do that, sort of a more unscripted, open dialogue with you. And hopefully some of you will show up for it. I see that a couple of you have already. So if you're here, drop a hello in the chat. Let me know where you're from, and let me know if there's anything you'd like to talk about today. I am on a weight loss journey. For those of you who might be dropping in who don't know anything about my channel, I'll just tell you a little bit about it and about myself. On January 1st of this year, I weighed in at 335 pounds. I had hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and a host of other problems that were beginning to crop up in my life. And it became pretty evident pretty quick, based on conversations with my doctors, that something had to give. And I decided it was time to make a change. And without going into the whole story, I'll suffice it to say that I began on January 1st a whole food plant-based diet that I have maintained since then. Not perfectly. I'm not 100% on 100% of the time, but pretty darn consistently without really taking any time off from it. And over the course of the last 10 and a half months, 11 months almost, right? At the end of November, it'll be 11 months. I have lost 100 pounds, which was my goal for the year. This channel's name is Losing It 2025 because I set a goal to lose 100 pounds in 2025, and cheers, I've accomplished it. This is Coffee with Ken, so I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. I encourage you to grab a cup and take a drink of yours. This conversation is going to last as long as this cup of coffee. When the coffee's gone, the conversation ends, or at least pretty much. So, hello. Let's see, your fifther said hi. Hello, welcome. Where are you visiting from? If you don't mind my asking. Just country, city if you want. It doesn't have to be any more specific than that. I love to know where my viewers are from. The vast majority of the people who watch my channel are from the United States. But of recent posts, I've noticed that, we're picking up a lot of folks from Great Britain. We're picking up a lot of folks from Canada. I'm even seeing a few viewers drop in from Australia and South Africa. So welcome to the English-speaking world. We're happy to have you with us. That goes for India too. I have a few folks who watch from Germany. So it's always fun to know where people are from, in part because I find that their experiences are very similar, and yet in some specific ways they're different. I am from the US and from Texas. I'm in Texas right now. I've lived in Texas since the late 90s, and I love it here. I'm doing well, thank you. Salam from Pakistan. Well, salam alaikum. That's about the extent of my Arabic, so I hope that's enough. Cool. Well, welcome. Glad to have you guys with me. So let's see. I do have a couple things I want to talk about. One of the things I want to talk about is the fact that the holidays are coming, right? The holidays are upon us. Halloween's in the rearview mirror. We've got Thanksgiving next week and Christmas just a few weeks after that. And one of the things that I've noticed is that people really struggle with their weight around the holidays. It's like, do they eat? Do they not eat? Should they go off their diet? Should they not go off their diet? I mean, that's a topic that can be pretty sensitive to some people. And one of the things that that I like to think about is the fact that one meal does not a diet ruin. Does that make sense? Going off of your plan for a single meal is not going to ruin your diet if you have the right mindset about it. Now, if you approach it and you're like, oh no, I blew it, I messed up my diet, oh well, I guess I'll start again next month, or I guess I'll start again next week, then that's a problem. Because then what's happened is that single holiday meal has derailed your entire process. You've thrown out the entire system and you're in a start over mindset. And that's the wrong mindset, in my opinion. I think a much healthier approach to the holidays is to approach them with a rational mindset, to say, you know what? I'm visiting with family, or I'm at a place where there are going to be a lot of food that I'm going to want to eat probably. And hey, how am I going to manage that? What am I going to do? And so my thinking is this: you give yourself permission to enjoy the day in a reasonable way. Don't skip breakfast. Go ahead and have something to eat that morning, but make sure it's something very healthy. I will be having overnight oats on Thanksgiving morning because that's what I have on most mornings. So overnight oats, I don't think I'm going to go with a smoothie that day. I think it's going to be overnight oats for Thanksgiving Day. And then at Thanksgiving, when the meal rolls around, I plan to make healthy, responsible choices from the available options. I'm not going to sequester myself off in some corner with a dry Thanksgiving loaf made up of who knows what kind of things I've been able to shove into a pot and try to make it seem like turkey. Let's see. I am from Lahore, Pakistan. Our weather is just like Texas. May I ask what you think about Pakistan? Honestly, I have never been to Pakistan, so I hesitate to form opinions about places that I've never been. The closest to that part of the world that I've been is Saudi Arabia, and that's quite a bit different, from Pakistan, I'm sure. I have seen a lot of social media posts from Pakistan. I have a lot of friends who are in ministry, and I see a lot of ministry going on in Pakistan, believe it or not, a lot of outreach, a lot of things going on there. So I really haven't formed any opinion about Pakistan, except to say that it's troubling and sad that you guys are in the midst of so many conflicts, especially with Taliban forces, in Afghanistan. That's just I hate to see that happening, and I hope that that you all stay safe out there. So, hello from Toronto, Canada. Good to have you with us, and good to have all of you with us. Actually, there are about 19 or 20 of us hanging out together right now, so thanks for that. If you're of a mind to support and encourage, feel free to hit the like button. I always appreciate a like or two on the live streams. Makes me feel like we're in this together. So what are y'all's plans? What do you plan to do? How are you going to approach the holidays? What is your strategy for enjoying the holiday, but also not getting too far off plan on your diet? I'd love to see your thoughts in the comments. Or if there are any questions that you have that you'd like me to address, I'd be happy to do that too. I'm going to drink a little more coffee. I'm talking too much. The coffee's starting to get cold. I drink my coffee black, by the way. To me, that's the way to drink coffee. Many years ago, when I was a child, I put cream and sugar in it. My wife still puts cream and sugar in hers, or not cream. She uses a plant-based creamer. I think it's oat milk is the one that she uses. And if I'm having a latte or something, I will have almond milk or oat milk or even soy milk. But my daily cup is a black cup of coffee, preferably a medium to dark roast. That's the good stuff. I usually have to settle for Keurig coffee. I do sometimes have automatic drip. I've even got a French press over there that I'm going to break out here in the not too distant future. Percolated coffee is great too. You ever have coffee from a percolator? Like an actual percolator? How many of y'all even know what a percolator is? Maybe if you're my age, you do, but a lot of these younger, back in my day, we used to, but a lot of these younger folks, they don't even know what a percolator is. But percolated coffee is some good coffee. I'm not on a diet. Well, good for you. I am. So you're just gonna enjoy the holiday. That's great. So let me ask: are you a turkey person, a ham person? Are you a plant-based person? What do you like to eat on Thanksgiving? What is your holiday meal of preference? I'm curious to know. All right. Well, I am going to share one more thing with you guys before I go. My coffee cup, I can almost see the bottom. Tonight, oh wait, I ate all kinds of meat. Okay, cool. Very cool. Do you have a preference at Thanksgiving, I wonder though? Do you, like some people prefer turkey, some people prefer ham. I was just wondering if you had a preference. Let's see. Thanks for your replay. Reply. There you. I am bivocational. I am a high school teacher. I teach rhetoric and composition as well as British literature for high school seniors and juniors. And in addition to that, I pastor a small church in my community, which I've been doing for over 23 years now. So I'm a pastor and a teacher. And now apparently I host a YouTube channel. So as I was about to say, tonight at 6 o'clock, I will be posting a video on how to beat the bad habit of snacking. So if you struggle with snacking, if you have difficulty resisting the temptation to just grab food without really being mindful of what you're eating, and if snacks are things that kind of sabotage your diet rather than supporting it, the video that's going to post tonight at 6 o'clock is definitely one you'll want to watch. I have a strategy that I call beat snacking, B-E-A-T. And if you pause for a beat and follow the acronym, you will be much more able to resist unwanted snacks. So again, if snacking is something you struggle with, and if it occasionally causes you to get off plan and it has stalled out your weight loss from time to time, then take a beat is a good policy. And if you tune in to the not the live stream, but the video tonight at 6 o'clock, you'll get to hear all about that. Basically, it talks about how you need to take a moment to breathe, use the eat an apple strategy, and then take some positive action. So if that's something that you're interested in, tune in at 6 tonight and check that out. Also on my community page, there is a downloadable link where you can actually print out a flyer or a poster that just highlights the beat method of snackage stopping. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have for today, y'all. I am going to finish up this cup of coffee and wish you all a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Thanks for stopping in to Coffee with Ken. This will be the first of what I hope will be many 10 to 15 minute live streams that I will do periodically. And the format will probably tighten up a bit and be a little more specific in regards to the things that I talk about moving forward. But it's been great just hanging out with you today. Thanks for joining me. Y'all have a blessed day. That's good coffee.